Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Salisbury, Maryland, the capital of the Eastern Shore. What a way to kick off the biggest party Salisbury has ever seen. Am I right? My name is Jake Day. I'm the mayor of this beautiful city, and I have occasionally, as mayor, heard from people that they really want us to bring parades back to downtown Salisbury. That was one heck of a parade. Am I right? Yeah. Look, I know you're here to see wonderful artists, to listen to great music, to experience incredible crafts and traditions from Maryland's Chesapeake Bay region. You are here to taste the variety of foods from 36 vendors, to try some delicious craft beer, some delicious Maryland wine, maybe get a bottle of water or soda in there as well. But we're going to talk to you for just a few minutes because there are some very special people that want to say hello to you. So I want to say two quick thank yous that are very important to me. First, I want to thank the local manager of this festival, the lady that has worked day and night to put this on, Miss Caroline O'Hare. Let's hear it for Caroline. Secondly, I want to thank a lady who came up with the idea 6 years ago that Salisbury should bring the National Folk Festival here. She believed in it. She's worked for 15 years for the Ward Museum. Miss Laura Bottinelli. She believed in this. And I remember telling her, Laura, it sounds awesome. I don't think we're ready. And I was wrong. And 3 years later, she said again, now I know we're ready. And she was 100% right. And here we are. This is the proof. So I want to bring a friend onto the stage here in just a second. This is a man who's fought hard to ensure that Salisbury and the Eastern Shore have had a partner in state government. This is a man who is honorary co-chair of this festival, along with 3 other special people, including his wife, the First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan. I know that he believes, as I do, that Salisbury's and Maryland's brightest days are ahead of us. His commitment to our downtown, our Riverwalk Amphitheater, our Main Street, and our economy prove that he stands with us. And I don't think I'm out of line saying that he believes, as I do, that as culture and the arts return to our cities, our economies boom. And that the cities of this great state are better off because he's our governor. Ladies and gentlemen, your governor of the beloved state of Maryland, Larry Hogan.
Hello, Salisbury. Are you guys ready to have a good time? Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I couldn't be more excited to be here. How about another big round of applause for your mayor, Jake Day, who does a great job. I want to thank my honorary co-hosts, Jim and Jan Perdue. Let's give them a big round of applause. They had a lot to do with this. This is so exciting to have the National Folk Festival here in Maryland, right here in Salisbury. And it's the first time in 80 years. We've never had it before in Maryland. They're going to be here for another 2 years. Isn't that exciting? So I just want to quickly, first of all, thank all of you for coming out and supporting this great festival. Hope you have a wonderful time. I want to thank all the sponsors, the volunteers, the great artists that you're going to hear from and see. So let's give them all a big round of applause. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much.
Let's hear it again for our governor, Governor Hogan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's belief in this community that has caused this event to be here. And nobody has shown their commitment and their belief and their faith in this community more than the Perdue family. You have seen the Perdue name on our stadium, you see it on our School of Business, and now, because of them, you see this festival here tonight. I want to introduce to you the fellow co-chairs of this festival, Jim and Jan Perdue.
Well, what a great evening. You know, our family's been here for a couple of centuries, and this is home. Salisbury is really important to us. We started in 1920, the company, and we'll be 100 years old on the third year of this festival, so that's going to be a big point. This is our hometown, and Governor Hogan, this is our state, and we're very proud to be here. On behalf of the Perdue family, and Jan and I are proud to support the National Folk Festival, and we challenge the attendees here to support this by contributing to the Bucket Brigade, which will support next year's festival, and we would love for you to do that. And finally, to Mayor Jake Day, it takes vision to revitalize an area like Salisbury, and he's done a fantastic job, he and his team. It reminds me of, let's give him a hand. Again, it reminds me of nearly 50 years ago. Anybody remember the National Indoor Tennis Championship? It came to Salisbury, Maryland, because of a visionary Bill Reardon at the time, who was Jimmy Connor's manager at the time. And I hope we don't have the same problem that we had then. A lot of people flew to Salisbury, North Carolina, thinking they were in Salisbury, Maryland. But hopefully we don't have that problem this time. But it takes vision like that in order to really revitalize a place like Salisbury, and we're so excited. So enjoy yourselves, have a great time at the festival, and we just enjoy being here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of believers, from the very beginning of this process, we have had believers on our city council. Jack Heath, our city council president, has from day one said, I believe in this effort. And he has brought his entire council with him. In fact, he even challenged them to get out and volunteer. So I know they are in the audience or actually behind me right now. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks to his selfless service and his commitment to this community, our city council president, Jack Heath.
How we doing out there? No, you can do better than that. How we doing out there? First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for being here tonight. But before I get into they gave me a script, so I wouldn't go too long. I'd like to recognize our other two city council members that are here tonight, Mr. Mir Boda and Ms. April Jackson. I'm proud to lead Salisbury City Council at this tremendous time. Our council has shown its support for this event since the very beginning. We saw its potential to create a yearly Maryland and Delmarva festival in celebration of traditional music and art. The National Folk Festival, for the first time in its 78-year history, takes place in its home state. It is hard to imagine a place more appropriate than our fine state to host a celebration of the diversity and the richness of folks art. From the wildlife art and the traditions of the Chesapeake, to the music and prints of Appalachia, from formstone architecture of Baltimore to Prince George's go-go music. Maryland's cultural tapestry is rich, vibrant, and uniquely ours. Thank you, Governor and Mrs. Hogan, the Perdue family, our sponsors, guests, and artists. Our great city and this Delmarvelous region welcome you. Enjoy, everybody.
So, the reason this event is here and has been going on for this long is 77 successful years of the National Council for the Traditional Arts. These folks were our teammates, they are our mentors, and they believed in Salisbury enough to bring this here. So now I want to bring up the chairman of the board, Mr. George Holt of the NCTA. Let's hear it for George.
Thank you so much, Mayor Day. All I really want to say is that we could have no finer partner than the town of Salisbury for this great festival. We're so grateful to all of the support we've gotten and all of you. It takes more than a village to put on a National Folk Festival, and we are so pleased and grateful for the support you've already shown us. This festival at heart is a celebration of American cultural pluralism, and no matter who you are, where you come from, what your background is, you are going to find yourself somewhere in this event over the next 2 days, and you're going to have a wonderful time. We can't thank you enough. Let's keep the energy going. I understand that when we had a call, the first call for volunteers, 1,000 of you showed up. This is going to be one of the best festivals ever. And just let me say how proud I am to be affiliated with the National Council for the Traditional Arts, proudly based in Silver Spring, Maryland, the great state of Maryland. Thank you all so much.
Okay, and now to introduce you to the first act on this stage, on the PRMC stage tonight. The lady who guided this organization for years, the queen of traditional American arts, and an honorary Salisburian for the rest of her life, the executive director of the NCTA, Ms. Julia Olin.
I don't know about that queen part. But are we thrilled that for the first time since 1934, when the festival was founded, that it's in our home state? My goodness. And I'm so happy to see all of you. You know, when we launched the festival for the first time, it's very new to almost all communities. They really don't know what it's going to be. And so we do all this marketing and broadcasting and brochures and newspaper and radio and television and all that stuff. However, you know, you want, tens of thousands of people to RSVP, and nobody ever does. So it's thrilling to see you all here. Well, we're going to get this show on the road, and we are bringing you one of the very finest ensembles of its kind in the world. They're from Los Angeles, California, and their name is Mariachi Los Camperos. You know, it hasn't been all that long ago that mariachi was just one of the many, many regional styles of Mexican music. It had its origins in the western Mexican state of Jalisco. But it caught the attention of the burgeoning movie industry in Mexico City, which catapulted mariachi to the status of the national music of Mexico. This particular ensemble was founded by Naticano, who came as a young man to the United States and built this amazing ensemble that is now led so ably by Jesus Chuy Guzman. Please welcome Mariachi Los Camperos.
De ti, que digan que estoy dormido y que me traigan aquí.
Que digan que estoy dormido y que me traigan aquí.
México lindo y querido, si muero lejos los camperos con sus guitarras cantando alegres. Llegaron los camperos. Pesares, ojos de papel volando, negrita de mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, a todos diles que sí, pero no les digas cuando así me dijiste a mí, por eso vivo penando. A mi negra que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda que le traje de Tepí. Cuando me traes a mi negra que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda que le traje de Tepí.